Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Do hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. Please give a thumbs up for a like and leave a comment. And if you would, share this video. It is September the 17th, Friday. And tomorrow is September 18th, a day that we have been talking about for the past few weeks as a right-wing rally has been planned and will be happening tomorrow around noon. Some developments have come up that we need to make sure people are aware of. And it remains unclear how many protesters plan to attend the rally. The rally is taking place tomorrow. Both chambers of Congress on recess. Capitol Police Chief says strong plan in place to ensure the event remains peaceful. If violence does break out, that they can stop it as quickly as possible. The rally is for justice for J6. Rally aims to support insurrectionists charged on the deadly January 6th Capitol riot. The same people, let's just put everything in perspective here just for a moment. The same people that anytime there is a protest around the wrongful death of a member of the Black community, the people that are always saying, lock them up, just lock them all up, just lock them all up, get that. Those same people are holding a rally for justice for the January 6th insurrectionists charged in the riot. So we know who's going to be there. Okay, the organizers, it's former Trump staffer Matt Braynard, and he says the group is dedicated to standing up for patriotic Americans who have been forgotten by our government. In interviews with CNN, Brainerd has insisted the event will be peaceful. No one is going to bring a weapon, and who's part of their crowd. First of all, you can't control that. All right, you just can't. You can't control what everyone does that is coming to an event that you are responsible for. However, you can be held responsible for whatever happens at the event that you are putting on. At least one Proud Boys leader has encouraged followers from across the country to show up, though others online have discouraged attendance and warned it might be a false flag operation designed to trap supporters. It could turn into that. I don't think it's what it is. I mentioned White Lives Matter the other night. Meanwhile, White Lives Matter is advertising global demonstrations for September 18th. And has been supportive of the January 6th insurrectionists online, but it does not have a DC chapter. The police chief said they don't know how many are expected to attend. The permit was for 700. Around 500 have indicated their plans to attend through an internal Capitol Police memo. No sitting members of Congress are planning to speak at the rally. However, two candidates, Mike Collins running for a House seat in Georgia and Joe Kent running for a House seat in state of Wisconsin, will be there. The lawyer representing the family of Ashley Babbitt had been asked to speak, and it's yet to be determined whether that is going to happen. That's based on the Department of Homeland Security briefing. Ashley Babbitt was the one insurrectionist who died during the Capitol riots, was shot by a law enforcement officer. Remember, these are the same people that are back the blue, back the blue, back the blue, until the blue gets in their way. Okay, we're dealing with white supremacists. We're going to see white privilege, and we're going to see white ignorance, and we're going to see white fear. And that's my hope. That's all that happens. However, there is and I mentioned this about a week ago. I first got wind that, okay, Black Bloc and BLM are going to show up. And when I got that notification, I did an episode and said, don't give them a reason. Don't give them an excuse, and don't get blamed for something that you did not do, because that is what will happen when all of this goes down, if it all goes down. And it's looking more likely that it's going to go down. There's a counter protest or rally being held in Freedom Plaza around the same time tomorrow in Washington, D.C., which just escalates the potential for some kind of conflict with police officers caught in the middle of it. That's what I see happening tomorrow. Hopefully a very small conflict, but any conflict is too much of a conflict. It's going to happen tomorrow. The two sides are in the same place at the same time, and there are too many people on both sides, the far left and the far right, that want to have a conflict with each other. So that has the potential to trigger conflicts around the entire country. So just be alert, be aware that it could happen. Look for suspicious individuals, look for small groups. Don't necessarily expect a giant, 10,000 people rising up in your area. Look for, like I said, look for individuals or small groups that are triggered by what they see happening in Washington, D.C., that feel empowered to do something or feel compelled to do something similar to what they're seeing happening in Washington, D.C., where they are. That was leaked to me as one of the purposes all along, that the D.C. rally was a distraction, focus all the attention on D.C. while things happened around the rest of the country. One other thing I want to mention from this article, starting right here, there have been additional discussions of violence associated with the event. One online chat suggesting violence against Jewish centers and liberal churches while law enforcement is distracted. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Liberal churches, how do you determine what a liberal church is? In the eyes of the white supremacy movement, the Catholic Church is a liberal church. Black churches are liberal churches. Outside of that, you get the meaning. It's the same targets that the Ku Klux Klan has always had. Jewish community worship centers, Muslim mosques, people of color, specifically the Black community, and the Catholic faith, the Catholic religion. So just be aware that something could happen tomorrow, because a lot of people aren't going to be aware. A lot of people are going to be at college football games. A lot of people are going to be at festivals and flea markets and traveling. And in this current environment, you just never know where something's going to happen or when. Now we have an idea when something might happen and where it might all start. And we'll be watching that tomorrow. I hope you'll be joining us. It's the American Doofus Show. Thank you for giving me some of your time. Again, share this video. Let people know to be aware, especially people in metropolitan areas, and especially people in the 6 states that the big lie is circulating around. The 6 states that claim that the election was stolen. Georgia, which we've already heard from in that previous article. Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, and Arizona. If you're in one of those 6 states, definitely be aware tomorrow of a potential outbreak of violence, because they've tried everything else. They've tried to rig the election. They've tried to rig recounts. They've tried to take it to the court, all the way up to the Supreme Court. They tried to stop the certification on January 6th, which is the focus of tomorrow's rally. They've done everything except violence on a mass scale. So just be aware that tomorrow could be the day, and pray along with me that it's not. I expressed the same concerns September of last year when Grandmaster Jay was bringing the NFAC into Louisville for the second time, and the Angry Viking and that movement were going to come there and confront him. They kept their distances, thankfully, and nothing erupted, but it could have very easily. And tomorrow is an even more intense situation because you don't know who's in the groups that are going to be there. You don't know how many people are going to be there from either side, let alone who the leadership really and truly is, so that so you can have a dialogue, so you can stop anything from going off. That's what I tried to do before the Louisville thing. I was trying to stop them from getting together. I tried to get them together anyway. That's the past, and we're at a, in my opinion, we are at a much more fiery situation that will start in Washington, D.C. tomorrow, and will spread, hopefully not rapidly or wide, but there will be incidents where, can't say, when, can't say, what, can't say. Just be aware. And again, any city, specifically, if you're in a metropolitan area, just be alert. Don't arm up. Don't make yourself a target. Don't confront anybody. Nothing like that. Just be alert. Be prepared. Be ready to defend if necessary. Hopefully it won't be, specifically wherever you may be watching this. But the potential tomorrow is real. It is real. And we'd be wrong not to bring it to your attention and give you something to think about, because that's what we do. It's the American Doofus Show. I will be on sometime tomorrow live, depending on how things play out. So again, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, so you'll know when we're broadcasting. Until then, blessings upon you. I hope you have a very peaceful and happy Friday night, wherever you may be. And I hope I'm the biggest doofus in the world and absolutely nothing happens tomorrow. But if it does, we'll have it. Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. It's a dark world. Try to show some love. Be a light. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Peace. Peace.